Hey there, parents, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're basically stepping into the role of a naturalist guide, and we're going to help you confidently build a balanced, completely natural home apothecary. Look, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by, the endless prescriptions for minor winter sniffles, or if you just want to empower your family with natural preventative care, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to explore exactly how everyday plants can totally transform your family's daily wellness routines.
Now take a look at this quote by Rudolf Steiner. For every human illness, somewhere in the world exists a plant which is the cure. It really hits the nail on the head, right? To reclaim this lost ancestral knowledge for our family's daily wellness, we kind of have to look back. Long before modern pharmacies, our ancestors looked to the hedgerows, their gardens, and the forests. They intuitively understood that healing was just completely integrated with the rhythms of nature. And by bringing this wisdom back into our modern homes, we aren't just treating symptoms, we're literally building an environment of holistic health. Okay, so here's our agenda for today. We're going to cover 1. Reclaiming ancestral roots. 2. The rules of balanced medicine. 3. Warming versus cooling remedies. 4. Building your home apothecary. 5. Immune herbs for cold season. And finally, 6. Simple home herbal preps. Let's get right into it.
All right, Section 1, Reclaiming Ancestral Roots, Nature's Answer to Modern Problems. We live in a world that our ancestors simply wouldn't even recognize, and our bodies are definitely feeling the impact. As a parent, it's absolutely crucial to recognize these modern toxin exposures. Things like bisphenol A in our plastic bottles, food growth stimulants, and even synthetic fabrics like nylon and polyester that sit right against our skin all day long. We are constantly absorbing chemicals. They act kind of like a dripping tap, just slowly and quietly disrupting our precision-balanced hormones. By consciously turning to natural, unpolluted plant remedies, we take a massive step toward unburdening our family's physical systems.
Moving right along to Section 2, Rules of Balanced Medicine, Navigating Safety and Efficacy.
Okay, let's pause here for a really important disclaimer. Before we start gathering plants, we have to establish the non-negotiable safety rules of our home apothecary. This is what we call balanced medicine. Basically, while we want to empower ourselves with natural remedies, seeking professional medical help for serious illnesses is absolutely non-negotiable. Natural medicine really shines as daily preventative care and support for minor ailments, right? But serious infections, those absolutely still require conventional treatments like antibiotics. If you or your kids have persistent, severe health concerns, you must consult a qualified healthcare provider.
And keep this in mind, natural does not mean consequence-free. Herbs are incredibly powerful medicines. Just because something grows in your backyard doesn't mean you can just consume it endlessly. Self-treatment is super empowering for sure, but it carries the real risk of misdiagnosis or incorrect dosing. We really have to treat our home apothecaries with the exact same caution and respect as a traditional medicine cabinet.
All right, Section 3, Warming versus Cooling Remedies, Reading Your Body's Thermostat.
So we need to learn the fundamental language of herbs, and that starts with reading your body's internal thermostat. This is a foundational concept from ancient traditions all over the world. Imagine your body is a literal thermostat. If you have a cold and you're getting those awful chills, a grated thumb of ginger with some cinnamon acts as a warming stimulant. It literally stimulates your blood vessels, brings heat to your core, and helps flush mucus right out of your airways. On the flip side, if you have a fever, cooling bitter plants like wormwood or even just a strong peppermint trigger taste buds that draw blood back toward your digestive system. And that actually helps lower your overall body temperature. Pretty amazing, right? Let's move to Section 4, Building Your Home Apothecary, Setting Up Your Workspace. Now for the fun part, gathering the essential tools. And the best part? You probably already have half of this stuff sitting in your kitchen right now. You don't need a fancy laboratory. You just need clean glass jars for storage, a place to hang herbs upside down to dry, or a dehydrator if you've got one. And, oh, labels. You absolutely must state everything. Then, add in a cool, dark cabinet, some strong alcohol like vodka for extracting herbs, olive oil, and some basic skin bases like cacao or shea butter. Boom! You've got a fully functional home pharmacy ready to roll. Next up, Section 5. Immune herbs for cold season, your family's winter toolkit. Let's stock that beautiful new cabinet with an immune arsenal specifically tailored for cold and flu season. Because let's face it, winter bugs are totally inevitable when you have kids. When your family gets the sniffles or that heavy chesty cough, thyme and Milan are your best friends.
thyme, which is probably already in your spice rack, is famously antimicrobial and fantastic for easing coughs. And Milan, which is this lovely tall plant you can easily grow, is historically used specifically for clearing out heavy mucus buildup in the lungs. Now, this one is super fascinating. Consider yarrow. It's actually named after the Greek hero Achilles. Legend says Achilles used this exact plant to quickly heal his soldiers' wounds in battle, which earned it the nickname nature's plaster. So you can use it topically for cuts, but if you dry yarrow and brew it into a hot tea, it acts as a traditional remedy to stimulate sweating and help break a really stubborn winter fever. And to round out your winter toolkit, we absolutely can't forget the heavy hitters, elderberry and echinacea. Keeping dehydrated elderberries and echinacea on hand basically acts as your daily preventative armor. Elderberries are packed with immune-boosting vitamins A and C, and echinacea supports your body in fending off respiratory infections before they even take hold. All right, our final section, Section 6, Simple Home Herbal Preps, from kitchen to cabinet. So having the herbs is only half the battle, right? Knowing how to unlock their medicine is where the real magic happens. But before we start brewing and mixing, we need to answer a big question. How do you know if a specific herbal remedy is right for your unique body or your child's body? It all comes down to the low-dose principle. You want to practice responsible self-sufficiency here. Never just jump straight into taking highly concentrated extracts of a plant you or your kid have never tried before. Start by testing raw herbs in weak teas. Take a sip and just observe how your individual body responds. Does it heat you up too much? Does it soothe your digestion? Always, always listen to your body first. Okay, so you want to make something that lasts literally for years? You'll want to make a tincture. A tincture is basically a super concentrated herbal liquid. You just place dried herbs in a clean glass jar, cover them completely with strong alcohol, like vodka, and store it in a cool, dark place for 4 to 6 weeks, shaking it every day. The alcohol acts as a solvent, pulling all the medicinal properties out. Strain it, and you've got a potent extract ready to go the second a bug hits the house. And what about skin irritations like eczema or kitchen burns? You can easily transform gentle flowers into a deeply nourishing topical salve. First, infuse a skin-healing herb like calendula in olive oil for 6 weeks. Then, melt down some cacao butter and shea butter together, stir in your infused medicinal oil, and let it set. It solidifies into this incredibly soothing, all-natural balm that is honestly far superior and way safer than a lot of the chemical-laden creams you'd buy at the store. So as we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a question to spark your own journey into ancestral wellness. What single medicinal plant will you grow or jar first to reclaim your family's health independence? Remember, you don't have to learn 100 plants today. Just start with one. Maybe it's drying some thyme for coughs or grating fresh ginger for a warming tea. Whatever you choose, you are taking a massive, empowering step toward creating a healthier, more resilient home. Thanks so much for joining me today, and happy herbalism.